Okay.
Okay.
When people mention Paduka,
Money volume.
these are the things. What's going to buy?
Okay.
Okay, when anybody mentions Paduka, these things come to our mind. One is her unending affection towards her family members. And then family dignity and self-respect and selfless service. The rest, Vasu will talk because I cannot talk
Thank you.
of my book. Continue on.
இந்த கட்டில அண்ணா சொல்லிட்டு பேச மாட்டாரு. அப்புறம் சைடு So what she said was, what makes Paduka tick? In Tamil we say Kudumba Pasam, which is unending affection for family. Kudumba Manam, family dignity. Suya Gauravam, self-respect. And Suyanala in-law Seva, that is selfless service. So many of you may not know that we have never stayed full-time under the same roof since 1960. So we never lived, the 8 of us never lived together since 1960. So many of our stories that we have shared go back in time. So my first, I got about 3 or 4 things that illustrate the points that we made. The year is 1954. We lived in Kodambakaram. We lived together with Vijaya Chitti, or Chitti Party, as you know. Next door to us was a movie production house called Guppy Karnataka. And it had a famous cinematographer called Bartley. And for those that know, a movie called Chempi, Bartley was the cinematographer for that. So one day, Paduka was carrying Murali, and I was walking with her near Kodambakaram station. And Bartley, Mr. Bartley I should say, was an Anglo-Indian. He now wants to, because he knows Paduka, because he's next door, wants to buy a package of biscuits. Now, Paduka will not accept it, because it's below her family dignity to accept a package of biscuits from an old man. Okay? And now he finds a way to give it to Murali, and only then she will accept it. So going back at 1954, that makes her what? How old does it make you? 11? Yes, 11. So in 1955, Bartley moved, the Guppy Karnataka people move out, and the Devasahayams move in. The Devasahayams have 3 boys and a girl. Albert, Robert, Bennett, Brenda, and Beryl. But as we call it, Bertie, Bobby, Betty, right? Beryl and Brenda. So now this is 1955, I am hardly 7, going on 8, and I'm trying to learn bicycling. So Bertie is the eldest son. He's about 17, 18. And Bertie is sort of a local bad boy. Okay? Bertie is the local bad boy. So Paduka was teaching me, Paduka was teaching me how to ride the bicycle, and I was doing Korrigametal. You know what Korrigametal is, right? You barely have balance, and you're going along. And she's at the end of the street, saying, hey, slow us, so I'm looking at her going like this, and I'm going past Bertie. Bertie says, he said, let go of both hands, you'll get better balance. So I let go, you know what happens, right? You fall, you become part of the road. And all of a sudden she comes running, and says, what happened? I said, Bertie said, I let go, I'll get balance sooner. And believe it, the local bad boy got his earful that day. Don't mess with my brother. 1956, Paduka and I were going to Nalli, Chittiswami Chettisor is Nalli. And my grandfather, my mother's father, was an investor, manager, partner in a company called James and Company, which is a soda manufacturer. So this guy in the push cart who comes often, he recognizes Paduka and offers 2 sodas. She just won't accept it, even though the company is part owned by my grandfather. It is just below her to accept a gift. In 1958, my father had a very tough choice. So Vatsala had finished her BSc, Paduka had finished her SSLC. And for 2 weeks, this man was tortured. Believe me, you don't want that. For 2 weeks, because he had a choice of either sending her, Vatsala, to do MSc, and Padmalatha to not go to college, or send both to college. And a whole lot of people, Madhuram's father, he would consult everybody. And a whole lot of them send Vatsala to college, master. And believe me, that setback, she never forgot, she never forgave him. But it also gave her the vim, the vigor to say, I will one day be somebody. I will one day struggle to do pre-university, then struggle to do BA, struggle to do MA, and then finish off her BT. And if you see steel in her, we talk about self-respect, you see steel, it's what makes her. You cannot deny something to her and expect her to accept it. Same year, my father decided that we should, until then we used to call her Padmalatha, Lakshmi, Vatsala, all that. So my father decides that we shall call each other by title. So he now decides, okay, Paduka, Chidika, and Paduka will not accept having to call Vatsala Akka. She fought. So my father said, okay, we'll give everybody an exemption. So everybody can call the immediate senior person by name. So Murali can call me Srinivas, I can call Chidika, Lakshmi and so on. But she doesn't want that deal. She wants an exclusive deal. She says, only I will get the privilege of calling Vatsala, others
They have to call.
So Vatsala, in a moment of rebellion, now says, well, I will no longer be P.M. Vatsala, I'll become M. Vatsala. So you see this world, all these games playing out. So sort of fast forward, because 1960 we stopped being together. Tata got transferred, moved on to the little Madurai, the meanwhile Vatsala gets married and we dispersed. The last time we stayed together as a family, came together back as a family, was Vatsala's wedding in Diddukal in 1963. And since then we've never been together as a family. But so I'm sort of, some of my stories now go fast forward to later years. But these are things that are worth observing about Paduka. To her, life comes in either black or white. There is no gray. Certainly there's no color.
Absolutely.
Okay? Life is all black and white. In Tamil, இது இப்படித்தான் என்று சர்வ நிச்சயம். இது இப்படி இருக்கலாமோ என்று சம்சயமே கிடையாது. So, in English, she does not entertain any doubts. She is very clear, she is very certain, this is how it is, and there is no alternate view. You can have it, but we cannot convince me of an alternate view. You should only check with Giridhar about the 3-hour fight that they had about Jayalalitha one day.
And Modi.
Okay, here's an advice for all of you. Anybody wants to commit a murder one day, be sure you have her as a witness. Because if you're stabbing somebody repeatedly and they get called to the court, she will tell the judge, my son, my brother, my sister-in-law, they only held, whoever it is, only held a knife in their hand. The guy came repeatedly, fell off his hand. Okay? And you will get free. So, family means that much to her. She'll defend to the ultimate. This is her, sort of last few years I've observed. And so I come on business trip and I stay with her for a few days. And so she'd say, coffee uduma. I say, yes. Coffee lab. If you tell her that you take only fully Paul in coffee, no more Pasummal and Redu Paul, her question will not be you're kidding. Her question will be, do you want Siberian tiger or Bengal tiger? Okay? And unfortunately, poor Atibir has to go get it. That's a different matter. But she will not stop. She will not say, you kidding? Just to sort of wrap up, many of you will be here when her 100th birthday rolls around. At the time, she would not have changed any amount of what you know her then, what you knew her now. She'll be the same. Because there's something constant and consistent about Paduka. And that's the beauty of her. What you saw her then, you saw her now, you'll see her when she's 100, she's still the same. Same deep affection, same commitment. Same, my family is right, all of us are my family, not just Ravi Ranga. All of us are family, and nobody in our family is wrong. Our family is always right.
That is true.
Um,
It's a fact. And that
I tell you, as we celebrate, somebody talked about service, it's selfless service. One example is Narayan. He'll be somebody someday, and he'll forever thank her. I'm glad, we're here to celebrate her 70th birthday. I'm particularly glad she's my sister. You should all have a sister like her. Sometimes you see a poster from Gandhi Lala's birthday. It says, "Varta Vayadillai."
All right. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Okay.